Hi, this is Athena Starseed, and this is a series called Heaven on Earth. And this is a portal of possibility for us to usher in this golden age of enlightenment. And it is here, and we are here, and it is in the now time. And this is really a program about gathering the 144,000 light workers and asking them what they can do with their heart and their art and their gifts and some micro sharing. So before we start the show, I just want to do an opening invocation to set the energy. So I want to ask everybody to take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light return to earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May the Christ consciousness return to earth. In the center where the will of God is known, let the center guide the little wills of men, the center which the masters know and serve, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. May the plan of love, light, and power restore heaven on earth. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Father Sky, and Mother Earth, from the point of light that connects us all, please be here in the sacred circle of light. Om, Om, Om. Aloha, Kim. Are you there? Oh, he's not there yet. Okay, well, this is the Heaven on Earth show, and I am here, and I really wanted to let everybody know that the movement we have that we're starting, I have been putting out some videos on YouTube, and it is called Ask Athena Intuitive Readings, and it's about the 144,000 to participate in something called micro sharing. So I just want to go over my brief little story until we get Kim tuned in, because he's my co-host, and he's going to be on Skype from Hawaii. He's a set designer for Hawaii 5.0. That looks like they're working on him right now.
Hello.
Oh, he is here. Okay, great. Well, they're going to put him up. So I was just going over, Kim, the little vision that I had for the light workers, that something as small as sharing $1. If 144,000 light workers shared even $1 once a month to one specific light worker, we indeed could change someone's life. And we want to change light workers' lives because they're changing millions and millions of people's lives. And so I sent you the video that I made last night, very late at the Mystic Journey, and I wanted to get some of your feedback on that, Kim.
I thought it was absolutely wonderful. It was very inspiring, the whole thing. I love the micro sharing and macro consciousness effects that come from it. And I think this is a smart way. What we're really saying here is our light workers are already charged up on commission and serving their mission. So serving them is leverage. It helps humanity in every direction because that's what they're doing. And if we can create a Indira's net of consciousness, we can weave it for all humanity, and we can, as human beings, support one another in this ongoing creative process of awakening.
I like what you said about the part micro sharing for macro consciousness. Kind of describe that. Go into that a little bit for us.
Well, I'm only thinking it out as we're all thinking it out, but the concept of small ideas like single dollar bills added up together can collectively be the wealth of humanity. Macro consciousness is the wealth of humanity. If everything were shared and open, like all our knowledge and all our wisdom and our tools and our technology were shared and open, we can have a planet that is absolutely thriving in a healthy ecosystem of consciousness and a spiritual ecosystem. So this macro consciousness, that's what that is. That tells us also we are a part of the one ocean of love of the universe itself. Even though we dance in and out of the dramas of the characters and actors on the current stage of life. You had discussed that beautiful stage analogy from Shakespeare, that we're all actors on the stage, and not to get carried away with the roles we play, but simply to serve them.
It's exactly how I feel, because if we are too identified with our individual protagonist character or our villain or whatever role we're playing in our major arcana, we can lose sight of the ensemble. And, you know, as a director and an actress, when I'm watching players play, they're tossing these light balls back and forth, whether it's dialogue or energy or emotion. And when we can take our resources and toss them back and forth, whether it's loaning a car or giving someone a place to stay or baking somebody some bread or having a shared meal or feeding our brothers and sisters on the streets or coming up with innovative solutions to what's happening right now currently on Mother Earth. And that's what this show is about, is like investigating these ideas and open sourcing what kind of creative innovation we can come up with to meet those challenges, the challenges of our times right now, Kim.
That's why the role is required. In good times, there's no need for any extravagant role playing. It's more of a pleasure. It's art for art's sake, and you just do that. But in times like these, when chaos and the cycles of chaos are seeming to overwhelm us, it's a time we need to accept the roles of whatever character we need to be wherever we are that serves the greater good. And that's a pretty simple concept, but it's like, that's our business with archetypes, Athena. That's what we've been, the archetype you need is the one you have to manifest at the moment it's required, and that's the hero, whether you're defending somebody in a situation that isn't properly, going down, or whether you're just donating through charity and a home to a homeless person. Every bit of it is adopting a role and playing it out.
Speaking of the superheroes of our time, you know our friend Lee Mikulski, right? His house in Malibu actually got saved. Did you get to see the story around how his house got saved? I
did. Amazing story. And apparently there was a whole, what do you call them, a fire funnel. A fire funnel actually came down the street out of the mountains in the grass behind the hills and behind his house. And as I understand it, his mother and father were there, or the neighbors were there, hosing down the roof, and had this incredible experience. But if there's any place that deserves enlightenment, because it is a lighthouse for humanity, it's Lee's. Lee himself is a lighthouse to humanity. He's the most intelligent, interesting, fascinating human being I know on the masculine front.
So those of you who don't know who Lee Mikulski is, he basically, after 9/11, painted his whole study, his floors, his walls, his ceilings, the universe, which looks like the backdrop of this green screen here on the show. And he has these angels all around them, and they're called the Watchers. He was so devastated about what was happening in our country that he took his, what you say, cathartic emotion and put it into his artwork and started painting. And then the fires hit 2 weeks ago in California and devastated Malibu, Paradise, California. Many of our friends lost their homes and some animals. However, A. Martinez found out about Lee, which was one of his best friends. He showed up, he went through the police brigade, he went there and was hosing down with Lee and his daughter and Carla for days and hours to save their house. So we're talking about real life superhero action people that stood up in their lives and actually risked their life to save Lee and his family and their home. And it was a miraculous story.
That's humanness in the highest form of sacrificing the self for the betterment of everybody and good. We would all jump to help. I mean, any emergency situation. And that's the core of humanity. And if that's our core nature, how is it that we cannot run our entire world that way? I mean, if America is a superpower, then we can do it by being super and helping everybody. And not retreat from our responsibilities in the world, because we can help as so many light workers. We've held up this torch of liberty and the consciousness of liberty and held the American dream. Well, the American dream is now shining deeply for all humanity. Humanity has adopted it. So let's run with a global dream. What is the collective dream of all human beings on a little jewel planet like this? And that's to get the nest straight, get it back in shape so we can live here in the glorious state of higher consciousness for eternity.
And this brings me back to the 1,000 years of peace. So if you guys that are listening are interested, there is a prophecy about 144,000 beings of light that will reincarnate during this time, that will do super extraordinary things with their life force. And so I want to just shout out to everybody and say thank you, high five, great job. We see you out there in the trenches. You know, Adrian Valera has been planting trees and feeding the homeless and doing global meditations. Debbie at the Great Spirits Ranch, she was doing events for over 20 years. She had an animal rescue. The whole thing burned to the ground. However, she saved the llamas, all of her animals, and somebody set up an Indiegogo campaign for her. Not Indiegogo, GoFundMe. And last night I donated to her. So if you know Debbie and the Great Spirits Ranch, please send $10, $15, $20 to the GoFundMe and be your own superhero in a tiny little way. I mean, I think in the last 20 days, she raised about $40,000, and now she's going to rebuild, just starting with the animals. And those animals need someplace to go. These are like horses, llamas, pigs, chickens. So blessings to Debbie at the Great Spirits Ranch. We love you. And
it's such a great concept, Athena, because we are all, the truth about a tribe is that a tribe deals with catastrophes collectively. And when we do that, it's an easy, light burden on each of us to contribute. But we can really help somebody in a dire situation. That's why health and well-being need to be supported. When someone is ill, we need to send lots of support and energy for their healing. And this is all healing stuff. But this is the exciting thing is this is individuals in humanity being able to make direct contributions. And that is an exciting new threshold. It's like the migrant camp in Mexico and whatever these problems are. It's like we're not well organized, but if we truly were, as a human society, we would be able to finance, at least at the modest level, the care and well-being of the women and children in that situation, just like we would in any situation, like the earthquake in Anchorage. So I see this collective contribution system as a beautiful leverage for humanity in small ways to help very large changes occur.
You know, this is a divine revelation and also a divine destiny for humanity to grow up into their older spiritual wisdom. I don't even know what to say, resources, because, you know, in our adolescence, we're still thinking about where's mine and me, myself, and I. And as we start to turn into the sages of our ages, we start to think about how does what I do affect the other? And this ripple effect rolls out into infinity, and it really starts changing people's lives. And to think about, you know, I intentionally want to create more wealth than just for my family. I want to, as I was saying on the clip, be a philanthropist. I want to find businesses to invest in so that I can have other light workers flourish, because I know 144,000 ideas that are going to get commissioned with their mission will absolutely open the hearts of humanity, and Mother Earth will school her children and bond us together with earthquakes, hurricanes, fires, disaster, and that will teach us that in our darkest times, we do need to reach out. And the benefit is going to be the gift for us, the enlightenment that we feel in our own heart when we share everything that we have. This is Athena Starseed. This is a show called Heaven on Earth. And when we get back, we're going to have a wonderful guest with a Lollapalooza festival, an idea on how to brighten up humanity and help the light workers reboot their heart chakras. So stay tuned. If you like the show, please share it. And please give us a call and reach out and let us know how you're changing the world. Blessings and light. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
The following ad contains shocking material. Listener discretion is advised. Is someone in your family playing a dangerous game of Russian roulette? Over 43,000 people die a year from drug overdose. 120 people a day. 5 people every hour. 1 person every 12 minutes. 88,000 people die every year from alcohol abuse. Over 240 people a day. 10 an hour. 1 person every 6 minutes. Somebody you know may be next. Learn how to help someone you love get away from the drugs, alcohol, and bad influences. With the FMLA, people can take a leave of absence from their job and still keep it. Call Quit Drugs 321 now at 800-378-3315, 800-378-3315, 800-378-3315. That's 800-378-3315.
When you really want Italian food, you have got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club. Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Now, indulgers of plenty and good fortune, this is a call to action. It's holiday party time. You have been assigned the awesome responsibility of planning the Christmas gathering. No gnashing of teeth. No worries. It's time for the very best office get-together ever at Columbo's. Good Time Central. 323-254-9138. Jazz every night. Columbo's family award-winning Italian recipes coming to life and award you with an abundance of yummy, mouth-watering steaks, the freshest fish, and the world's greatest meatballs, all for a mere pittance. Party time at Columbo's. 323-254-9138. Make your reservations now. Columbo's, that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. The holiday office party at Columbo's. Manja.
Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Grace. Supreme grace, light.
Hi, this is Athena Starseed, and this is a series called Heaven on Earth, and we are on CRN Talk Radio. This is a portal of possibility. We are creating the new earth every day as we're thinking happier thoughts. And this is a Lightworker station where the 144,000 can gather, listen to some of the ideas, consciously share with other Lightworkers, which we call our Star Lions of the Month. So I do have a beautiful special guest in studio, and I have my co-host Kim Hix all the way from Hawaii. Kim, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, super. All right, so I have Liza Camba in studio, and she created a Lovapalooza Conscious Life Festival, and you can find that on Facebook right now, but she's going to have it point to, if you go lovapalooza.com, it will point to the Facebook page, those of you who are not on Facebook. And Liza, I wanted to ask you how you came up with this idea, and were you always a light worker when you were a child, or did something happen and then you woke up and left a mainstream job to then get this project loaded in your heart?
Thank you. Well, first, thank you so much for having me here. I'm really excited to share the work of spreading love and light. And so as a child, I was always really sensitive and intuitive and artistic. And I guess you could say about...
Tell me, you just look straight.
Should I-
Yeah, because somehow the cameras are
okay.
flipped. So I'm just going to look straight and you can look straight.
Okay. So about 10 years ago, I decided to completely change the course of my life trajectory. Mm-hmm. And I was working in politics.
Oh.
And I was a direct human rights organizer, union organizer, and had some really profound experiences, and always in my heart knew that there was more potential to be in service to humanity. And so I decided to kind of leave my life and investigate what was going on within me. And I also healed myself from major chronic pain that I've been dealing with. And in that experience of self-healing, I was like, and this is before any real training, I was like, there's something to this, to really just pause, slow my roll, and to breathe. And when I healed myself from 5 years of chronic pain in under 3 weeks, it really was like, whoa, what else is possible? And so it put me on this track of exploring Kundalini Yoga, meditation, really cultivating my intuitive wisdom and talking with others who are in this community. And so it just really opened up, the doors opened when I took a big leap into the unknown.
It was actually better the other way, Matt, honestly, because now we're all looking opposite at each other again. We're having some technical difficulties. Those of you who are watching this, they're rearranging us. But you know, Kim, now that I'm here and I'm making a little note, if you could back your face up a little bit so that you're in the center. I don't know if you can see yourself on Skype. Yeah, back up a little more because your face is cut off your chin. So if you back up a little bit more, yeah, and then sit up. There we go. Now we can have your head in the shot. There you go. Now your head's perfectly in the shot. All right. Yeah, I wish I could see you here. All right. So anyway, you are transitioning. You healed yourself. You went into a new download, which is Lovapalooza. So did that come in a meditation? Or?
So the first Lovapalooza was in 2016. And about 3 to 4 months before the day of Lovapalooza, I was in meditation, and all of a sudden I felt my seventh chakra open. And I literally felt an opening. I felt the ethers, the universal energy plop some energy through me. And it was like this profound experience that filled my entire body. And it was, I just kept hearing, you must do this thing called Lovapalooza. And I was like, what? What? And
amazing.
And I have some really good friends who are owners of this amazing studio called Golden Soul in Las Feliz. And every year we usually do like a holiday fair. And then this one particular year I asked them, hey, do you mind if I like take it on as a project and do something with it? And they were like, yeah, sure. And so actually from this tiny holiday fair that usually had less than like a dozen people, it expanded into this gigantic thing where 400 people showed up.
We're going to have to actually do the rest of this after the commercial message. When we hear the music, we're going to have to pause for the commercials, and then we'll be right back. But I'm glad that this something small turned into something a lot larger, and that you started helping and healing these people's hearts through having them actually really celebrate with more of a conscious life. And some people that are just waking up need to know what consciousness is, so they might need to go to a fair or festival to see conscious products, conscious people, conscious places. This is Athena Starseed. Kim Hix will be right back with Liza F Camba right after these commercial messages.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante to see memorabilia of movie stars and theatrical magic right in downtown Fullerton, California. The Art of the Great Masters in an Italian town square complete with storefronts of old, Italian butchers and cheesemongers, fruit and wine vendors, seamstresses showing their wares, the romance of Romeo and Juliet. Find our mystical Room of the Moon, and don't forget King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein, and who knows what awaits you in the wine cellar. Enjoy the great food. We hand stuff our pastas, roll each and every tortellini, bake our own bread, and make all of our sauces fresh from our private stock of Sicilian family recipes. Pasta to seafood, chicken to award-winning pizzas, tiramisu flown in from Rome. If you can't find something on our menu to tempt you, you don't like Italian food. Try our Sunday brunch, all you can eat, just $21.95. And Angelo's and Vinci's has been named the best Italian restaurant in Orange County 2 years in a row, and our owner has been named Restaurateur of the Year. Angelo's and Vinci's, Fullerton, California, 714-879-4022 or angelosandvinci's.com.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212. Do you owe back taxes to the IRS? Newsflash, the president has changed the tax laws, and now you may be able to pay the IRS less. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, the tax doctor can help you pay the IRS as little as possible allowed by law. There are new tax laws for business owners, the self-employed, even W-2 workers. If you have a back tax problem or a few years of unfilled returns, new help to save you money is now here. Call right now to see how the new tax laws can help you. Plus, right now, we'll waive the consultation fee and give you a free tax savings report. Attention business owners, the self-employed, and W-2 workers. Make this free call to the tax doctor now and learn how to take advantage of the new tax laws that may help you pay the IRS less. 800-985-1610. 800-985-1610. 800-985-1610. That's 800-985-1610.
Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain.
Hi, this is Athena Starseed, and this is a series called Heaven on Earth, and we are back at CRN Studios, and we have an in-studio guest, Liza Camba, and she has channeled a Lovapalooza Conscious Life Festival, and you can find that on Facebook. And we were talking to you a little bit about, like, you know, you're sitting in a meditation and you heard again and again Lovapalooza. So
Right.
go ahead, continue with that story.
So I heard Lovapalooza, especially at the time in 2016 when there was a lot of political controversy with the new election and with a lot of fear being in the atmosphere, a lot of people talking about leaving the United States and just not happy. And so what I kept hearing was, let's actually change that energy, reclaim our energy, and direct it into something that's resourceful and create a new reality, the reality we really want. And so Lovapalooza was about bringing art together, culture, bringing sacred commerce together, bringing educational workshops to uplift our community, especially for folks who don't have immediate access to workshops and aren't able to go out to the desert for an amazing yoga festival. Let's create that in an urban space in Los Angeles.
Perfect. Is Kim there? I don't see his.
I am indeed.
Okay, good. I didn't see you on the screen. I was like, "Where's Kim? He's supposed to be in this show." Okay, so this is a solution to people wanting to leave the United States. I mean, they're like taking music and art out of schools, and there's, you know, thank God Sarasota, Florida put pianos all over the city. We did a show on that. Is that like our humanity is craving connection, communion, and culture, and it sounds like your download serves that need, right, Kim?
That's amazingly true, but we're all hungry for relational structures. Feminine energies on the move to create them, and the whole context of the new emergent enflowerment of humanity is based on a super understanding of relational structures and how to contribute to one another's well-being. Boy, that's how humanity will enflower, because it will occur through a cross-pollination. I love this Lovapalooza concept. I want to hear about it. What's it like? What are you doing? How does it work?
So let me tell you when we're going to have it. It's going to be next Sunday, December 9th. It's in Los Feliz. The venue is at Golden Soul Yoga and Wellness Center, and it's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And it's a day filled with conscious workshops, Kundalini Yoga, meditation, crystal meditations, conscious vendors. The whole day is designed to be stress-free, eco-friendly, family-friendly, and really what it is the moment you show up, you enter this bhav, this energy of love. It's a complete container. Everyone talks about how amazing it is, the consciousness of love and abundance, and I'm talking about not just abundance for our pockets. It's like an abundance of sharing your smile, sharing from the space of generosity, sharing is caring, getting to know your neighbor, getting to know someone new. And so there are amazing collaborations that are happening all day long, people making connections and just feeling this time that is during the holiday season, which is pretty chaotic sometimes, but an opportunity to really, let's slow down, let's enjoy each other, and let's support each other.
That's a beautiful context you've created. I'm thrilled to hear it. I'm a big champion of this concept that the festival culture will birth the permaculture, that the overall vision of humanity is one that will come out of the ethereal atmosphere of the festival consciousness and structure. So I love this idea of a Lollapalooza being turned into a Lovapalooza, and that will indeed birth a higher consciousness for humanity.
So we're shifting realities right now. I don't know if everybody said we are jumping timelines and we just went into somebody else's show. So with all the magic that's happening, I want everybody to understand we have the ability to shift our vibration. We have the ability to shift our perceptions. And when we shift our perceptions, we actually change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And like you said, a simple thing like sharing your smile or, having a cup of tea with somebody or sitting down and singing a song together. Today, Reverence and I, my daughter, we were driving here and she was like, let's sing Christmas carols. And I was like, oh my gosh, for 20 minutes, we just sang all the way here. And I felt so warm in my heart.
And I love that. Great. I mean, this is the time, and every day is an opportunity to sing.
Every day.
And have joy and really be present with all the people who are directly in our lives. And so one of the beautiful things with Lovapalooza is, you're entering and you have access to all these amazing workshops, live music, drum circles, vendors who are very passionate about what they're doing. Like one of our vendors is very passionate about creating of spreading love through ukuleles. And so
I love the ukulele. I have 2 ukuleles.
I have one.
Ukulele love. Yeah.
Ukulele love.
So they have made a conscious decision to create ukuleles out of a wood that is not on the endangered species list.
Oh.
And so, wow. Wouldn't it be amazing if the world had more ukuleles out there?
Yes. If anybody wants to sponsor buying some ukuleles and giving them to children or giving them to homeless people, I mean, we could be filled with music on our streets. That would certainly inspire somebody to want to participate in their life, in this country, in this collective creative.
And it's just amazing, the kind of love. When people talk about It's an amazing thing because folks who attended last year's Lovapalooza, it was like, we're on the surface, we're on the verge of something really blowing up. And like what Kim had mentioned, the whole festival culture, it's such a great opportunity to just celebrate life and to share our creativity, our talents. And one of the things that I'm really excited about also, by the way, for Lovapalooza is we have a featured workshop that is on sidereal astrology. I don't know if
what
you're
is
familiar
that?
with that. It is this amazing system of astrology that's been around a long time. In the U.S., our common astrology is tropical astrology. And so this actually considers the fact that the stars are changing every 72 years.
Oh.
And that means there's a change in angles, a 3-degree change. So that means most likely that the sign that you are now,
Where the cusps are all off.
it's all off. So
Maybe I'm an Aquarius. I thought I was a Pisces. I could be an Aquarius.
yes, you'll be an Aquarius. And so we are very fortunate to have one of the foremost scholars on the subject of sidereal astrology. He will be doing a talk. His name is Jim Eshelman.
Oh, how exciting.
And Marian DeCio, and they're going to do an amazing introduction, a 2-hour introduction to sidereal. So if that's something that's your cup of tea, you should definitely come out to join us.
And you're going to have Kundalini Yoga.
Yes, in the morning, we're going to have an expansive 90-minute experience to balance your chakras, open up your heart center, and Kundalini also has some really interesting quirks. If you've ever experienced it, sometimes you're dancing or singing or shouting or laughing. So, so that's just be prepared for something like that to happen.
Well, the best thing about Kundalini is, so those of you who don't even know what the word Kundalini means, they, in the very, very small base of the spine, there is like a little coiled golden energy, which they call the serpent. And when you start to purify your body and heal yourself and work through your emotions and work through your mental debris, it starts to move its way up. And when it hits the crown, it explodes. And things that start to happen are spontaneous laughter. Sometimes people will either shake, they'll have all this creative energy, like genius energy, just flowing through their consciousness. And that's when they start to really wake up and say, wow, there is no separation between you and me. There is no other. Everything is one, and it's all the beloved.
Exactly. It's very much when the heart is open, all we can experience is oneness. The heart is that universal muscle, carries the universal language of love, and what a great way to start Lovapalooza with a Kundalini Yoga practice. And then from there, we have this other amazing workshop. So this is an interesting time to also be really attentive to the relationships in our lives. So if you are just maybe challenged or wanting to figure out a way to strengthen your relationships with your partners or your family members, we have a workshop on relationships that you can tune into, and it will be really nice and interactive, and you'll definitely walk away with many seeds to grow what you are, to grow your love.
Yeah, Kim and I were talking about that. Go ahead, talk about the divine relationship, Kim.
Of which?
Well, about how if we don't have the couple getting along, then the family starts to erode, and then
there's the order of the universe is really the dance of the archetypes between the masculine and feminine. And when we have disconnected, as we have in this modern age, we have lost control of our destiny, our collective destiny together. So it behooves us, especially the ennobling masculine, to wake up and join the emerging sacred feminine in defining the new consciousness that will guide us together as a unified field into the field of one love. So it's the most important. Relationship is fundamentally the most important thing we need to do, and that will balance our earth at all levels.
So I feel that like having this huge Burning Man once a year, and then having all these people come back into society, and then they're like, I'm so depressed because why aren't we living like that? And now with you channeling a festival, Lovapalooza, a conscious life festival, they don't have to wait all year long to get with their family and their tribe again, because as blessed as you are, you're listening to source and you're listening to spirit. And so, Liza, you've come up with a really incredible solution to be like having little micro mini festivals and then having those go global. I hope you're going to spread this around.
Yeah, it definitely has the vision is to expand and to touch more hearts. And there is no limit to it, really. It's really just listening to where it wants to go and grow.
That listening to where it wants to grow is beautiful, because that's what you create, that environment at the festival itself. And that is the inspiration. And that's when you walk away with a fertilized seed in your heart, and you take it out into the chaos and let it go with you until it finds a nesting place. The nesting place is where it can grow. And that's small communities. I just think this whole business of getting together in small groups of men and women together and sort of bringing out the highest vibe in each other is the smartest thing we can do right now. These little communities, these little events, and they're all reiterations of the grand scheme of things. And the arrival of the feminine energy in full gracious of enflowerment on this planet is going to be an absolutely exquisite thing to participate in. And we gentlemen would be very happy to serve this emergence.
So if anybody out there is listening or watching this show, please do me a favor, like this show, share the show, post the show, subscribe to the show, so that these messages can get out, and the rest of the us's, the same different other many me's, can actually collapse on those specific realities, and we can start joining each other and supporting each other's projects, because every soul has a life contract. They come in this incarnation, and Source and Spirit will download them with their little heart chakra flowering purpose. And when their passion is behind that, it shoots these rockets of desires, and then people can all collapse on that reality and celebrate with you. So your first festival, how many people showed up?
About 400.
Wow.
And by the way, there was zero budget, and it was completely
magic.
It was like floating 2 inches from the ground, feeling the support, not a stress in the world in creating it, but a complete trust and surrender that every part of this is guided, divinely guided, and all the right people, all the right parts to this puzzle will come together. And
Lisa, I love hearing that. That is just exquisite, because I think people need to realize when you're really in tune, it is an open source thing, and there is no stress, and that it's actually a de-stress situation because we're sharing it. We pull it off by spontaneously combusting and creating it. Brilliant concept.
I want to ask you a couple of personal questions. When you were meditating and you heard this Lovapalooza, like, I mean, what did your body feel like?
I mean, it was completely in this vibration. It was vibrating. I felt my body fill with light, and then it rested into this beautiful just knowing and trust, and like, okay, so this is what I meant to be doing, and I'm just going to trust that and allow. And it was really in the allowing where so much magic was occurring. And it literally was like every day meeting amazing people to invite, or like, you're going to be the workshop presenter, or I'm hearing your potential here, I'm hearing your passion. And from hearing and having conversations with several healers, it was like, bam, you're going to be on a beautiful healing panel all together, all four of you. You're going to talk about your work.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And so that's just how it all unfolded.
So did you ever doubt, once the vision came in, that you, like, am I going to be able to pull this off? Can I really do this? Was there any doubt or fear when it first started?
Zero doubt. Honestly. It was like, whoa, okay.
Magic.
Yeah, I think that's divine inspiration, because when you feel so empowered and filled with passion that there isn't any, you're just committed and you just start taking direct action. I do remember that. I do remember that. That's what
I
happened.
love it when it makes such sense to your whole being that you just are compelled to just do it. It's the most easiest thing to do, is to step into that. Once you really see, oh, could just unfold. How beautiful.
So we want to inspire everybody to sit in a meditation at least once a day, even for 15 minutes, and go into that small, quiet, silent space inside your soul and listen. Because you too could be filled with love and Lollapalooza, and you never know what the divine has in store for you. This is Athena Starseed, my gorgeous co-host Kim Hix, all the way from Hawaii, and our in-studio guest, Liza Camba, with Lovapalooza, which is next week, December the 9th. It's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with workshops and festivals and music and Kundalini Yoga. We'll be right back after these commercial messages. This is Athena on CRN Talk Radio.
Were
you scammed into signing a timeshare contract? And did you miss the part that said you have to pay for your great idea? Not only for the rest of your life, but when you're not here anymore, you get to pass this turkey onto your family for them to pay for the rest of their lives. Thanks, Dad. Don't burden your family down the road, and don't be stuck with expensive timeshare payments forever. Get out of your bad idea timeshare contract guaranteed, or pay nothing. Call Resort Release today and learn for free how their timeshare exit team can help you legally exit your timeshare contract. They've helped thousands of people, and they're A+ rated with a BBB. So if you feel scammed, get mad and get out of your expensive timeshare contract right now, guaranteed. Call NOW.
800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. 800-716-9903. That's 800-716-9903.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me. Supreme grace, light rain down through me.
Hi, this is Athena Starseed, and this is Heaven on Earth, and we are in studio with our guest, Liza Camba, who has created Love-a-Palooza, which is a lifestyle event for consciousness to raise on our planet. And I have my gorgeous co-host, Kim Hix. Kim, are you there?
Aloha.
Okay, so we were talking about, let's say, the micro to macro again. What's that quote that you talked about, permaculture with the festivals?
Yeah, the permaculture will be birthed by the festival culture, and that's indeed micro consciousness birthing macro consciousness. Knowing what the collective is, we don't find it out till we get to that great party that we all want to go to. And those events, when we get together, is where we really find out who we are. So this Love-a-Palooza concept is just wonderful, Lisa. I expect it will grow and grow. And it's the consciousness of really good ideas. They go viral. Good ideas are contagious, and happiness is contagious. So let's generate a firestorm of happiness and love on this planet, and let's engulf all of humanity in a great upliftment through Love-a-Palooza. Hey, where is this? When is it? This is this weekend, or?
Yeah, it's actually, so I want to invite everyone to Love-a-Palooza, which is December 9th, next Sunday, and it's from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. in Los Feliz. It's just down the street from the Griffith Observatory. Okay. And it's only $20. That gives you all access to all the workshops, all the vendors, the music, the fun, just the love. And then we cap the night off with an amazing sound bath called Luminescence. And it's just such a phenomenal experience, and I hope everyone can come out.
That's so beautiful. So, you know, what I think is really incredible is that, you know, like a little tiny micro community shows people how to live for a day. And Burning Man shows you how to live for a week. But we are entering this 1,000 years of peace promised by all the prophecies and all the scriptures and all the different continents and all the indigenous people, that they know that these 144,000, of which you are one, and Kim, you are one, and I include myself in that band of angels, that we were born wanting to make this world a better, brighter place with what? Our heart light and our talents and our great innovative ideas. And so that's going to spill over from this festival to homes, to invite people into their houses to play music and to feed each other, and that will spill over our cities, and we will have this new earth with the cities of light and 1,000 years of peace. This is our future.
This is our future. Hallelujah.
Yes, it's our future now. It's spreading out right here as we speak to celebrate and to co-create. Oh, and you know what? Durian is our little star lion for December, and we're highlighting his creative arts.
Wow.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
So if anybody wants these, Durian Songbird, duriansongbird.com. These are ocarinas.
I want some of that at Lollapalooza.
Yes, you want? I'll give you his
Yes,
number.
please.
Vendor.
Definitely.
Have Durian come out. And you know what? I'd love to have all the little kids have these and walk through a little parade and start singing. And he's got these big, huge butterfly wings, and they dance.
The wings, great.
Oh yeah, you have to have him.
Yes,
you have to have him do the parade.
A must.
We have to just share everything in our phone. I have a bunch of contacts for you.
Wonderful. Gosh, I'm just like excited to see everyone. Come by.
Facebook
say
page.
Hello. Go to lovapalooza.com. It's going to be linked to our Facebook event page, Lovapalooza Conscious Life Fest, and say hello. We're going to have Lovapalooza event fairies flying around to just greet you, to smile at you, to just share the love, and we welcome you to join us.
Great, you guys. Phenomenally beautiful concept. I wish I could catch up with you.
All right, well, we love you, Kim. This is Athena Starseed and Kim Hix on the Heaven on Earth show, and Heaven on Earth is here right now in action with 144,000 of us. I want to thank you so much for being a guest on our show, Liza, and I want to thank you for loving your soul and following directions.
Thank you so much, Athena and Kim.
All right, blessings and light. All right, you guys, share the show, like the show, and reach out. Our star line of the month, Durian Songbird.
Which is most appropriate because that was your theme.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio